Next play here from the top 16.
Here we go, folks. We are live at Bayside Bowl. Hungus giving us a rundown.
2 seed Scotty Too Hotty +8. 3 seed Colonel Sanders +3. 4 seed Brandon Gaskell -7. 5 seed with the tiebreak -11 Ditto. 6 seed -11 Tommy Gunn. 7 seed Buck Ripcord -13. 8 seed -18 Meme Supreme. 9 seed on the tiebreaker Ramalam -22. 10 seed Gutter Boy -22. 11 seed Storm -25. 12 seed Crispy Left -27. 13 Nut Sauce -28. 14 Robert -29. 15 Twisted Tea -33. And 16 JQ Baby -30. So on lanes 1 and 2, we got the 4 seed Gaskell getting 3 pins against Nut Sauce. Lanes 1 and 2, Gaskell versus Nut Sauce and Ditto versus Goulet. Ditto's getting 4 pins. Gaskell's getting 5 pins. From 1 and 4, Griswold getting 20 against JQ. And Meme Supreme getting 1 pin against Ramalam. So 3-4 is Griswold, JQ, and Meme Supreme Ramalam. On 5 and 6, Scotty Too Hotty getting 10 against Twisted Tea. And Buck Ripcord getting 2 against Gutter Boy. So Scotty versus Twisted and Buck versus Gutter Boy. And on 7-8, Colonel Sanders getting 8 against Robert. And Tommy Guns getting 4 against Storm. So it's Sanders, Robert, Guns, and Storm on 7-8. 3 minutes of warm up on these pairs. After your game, you don't get more votes. You stay on the same pair against the other winner.
All right, there you have the lineup, folks. We are here today, the 14th of January, 2024, live from Bayside Bowl. Once again, you're watching the Frankie Ding Dong Show. We are live on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and our Twitch stream. We are here from Bayside Bowl today for another stop in the Carl's World Tour Series. Today we stopped and gazed upon the Eiffel Tower, all 48 feet of oil of the Eiffel Tower here at Bayside Bowl. I may have the overlay for you of the pattern. Let's take a lane view of the pattern. 48 feet, you can see it's heavily crowned in the middle. And there's a ratio graph of said pattern. Today we bowled on Eiffel Tower. Scores were actually pretty solid. We have a great field out here, of course. To make the cut was -39, but we did have 3 players in the plus today. Griswold leading the field at +43. Scotty Too Hotty going +8. And Colonel Sanders +3 as well. So in this first round, they will get bonus pins up against, they're going head-to-head matchups. For instance, Griswold getting 20 pins up against JQ Bebe. Griswold leading the field today, bowling very well, actually. Started a little slow with 182. But poured it on 237 and then very solid 213, 211. Very consistent on the day for sure. Second place, Scotty Too Hotty started on fire. He was more than Too Hotty. He was en fuego, if you will, 252. And then just kind of letting off the gas, but making a lot of spares. 178, 181, 197 to get to +8. Sanders had kind of a roller coaster today. 211, 155, but follows it up with big 259 to go +3. So that's how our bowlers that got to positive got there today. Again, the cut was -39. They're getting ready to start practice right now in this first round of match play. There will be bonus pins awarded. Griswold getting 20 up against JQ Bebe. Scotty Too Hotty getting 10 up against Twisted Tea. Colonel Sanders getting 8 up against Robo Burke. Brinham
Now, some
getting
I was like, why are you kissing
6. Yes, up against Chris Goulet. No, up against Nut Sauce. Sorry. Brinham Nut Sauce. What a hell of a match. Ditto will be facing Chris Goulet. We got a Guns and Storm matchup. Buck and Gutter Boy, and then Meme Supreme up against Ramalam. It's going to be one hell of a match today. Glossy Mexican was the tough luck first guy out. Shoots 279 last game to miss it by a stick. 1 pin out. Unfortunately, and then it was me. I was 6 sticks out after that. So. But huge 279. That might have been the high game on the day. Almost got him in. JQ Bebe bested him by a stick to get to negative 39. Unfortunately, 279 only got Glossy to negative 40. But damn close. Either way, 279 probably won him some money in the high game pot, I would imagine.
Glossy won high game.
Yeah. That's looks like it to be the high game of the day here on the pages. So, but the bonus pins, they don't carry over. They only last round 1. Not sure what they're waiting on here. Once you guys get your names in, you can get good. Yes, please. All right, so we just needed to light a fire under their ass, and now, as you can see, we got lights on pins. That didn't take long.
Yeah, I had to take care of the rest of my tournament director responsibilities, but I got all the matchups here.
Yeah, I haven't even introduced us yet, actually. I am King Ding Dong. I'm here with Frankie Aberlon. Frankie entering all the scores, verifying them all, getting all the matchups set, all of the plus-minus pins. And now we're here.
We are here.
Watching some bowling.
Yes, sir.
And they're going to get like 3 minutes of practice. After that 3 minutes of practice, it's directly into match play, and it should be exciting match play for sure. We got some great bowlers out here. Lots of familiar faces, but a couple new faces in the crowd as well. Scotty Too Hottie, he's not a new face, but, we don't get to see him every month, so it's good to see him out there representing, like, the shop, the old shop, the Catalina Wine Mixer Boys.
Yep.
And then we have Meme Supreme in there. Another new name. It's good to see him up there. Gutter Boy has been bowling very consistently lately, making himself another cut. And Chris Goulet making the travel down. And, we just drilled him a ball yesterday, and he picked it up. I wonder if he used that ball today. I'm not sure, but either way, he made his money back on the ball he bought from us. So.
He's using it right now. I can see it in his hand. The knockout bruiser.
That was the one, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We went pin down, pin under bridge on that. Knockout bruiser, piece by Brunswick Bowling. Symmetric piece. Probably like your benchmark solid, I would say, wouldn't you?
Yes, absolutely. Good benchmark ball with that proven core, that symmetric core that we had, which I think was the same core, similar core in the melees. Not too different. The numbers are pretty similar. So
right.
So it's a good all-around ball for any medium to high rev guys. Really like it. So, and ladies, not just guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is that good symmetric core. A little bit bigger than like the edge line core.
Yeah, more than the edge core.
So, it definitely fits in that benchmark piece. So that way, you do have room to go bigger and smaller, where the edge is probably on the smaller edge of your bag, let's face it, at the time. Well, no, the bruiser is fairly new, so.
Right. I'd like to congratulate Troy Ballinger for winning the Brunswick Quantum Evo Response today. That was graciously given to us by Brunswick Bowling. Thank you to Brunswick Bowling for being a sponsor again. They have been a sponsor since way back in 2011 with the Miss tournament. So we're talking about 13 years now. So.
Yeah, and you know what's really exciting, Frankie, is we already announced this, but you guys might not have heard it. Next weekend at our FDDS tournament, No Wood Left Behind, we will be raffling off a new blue hammer you will not want to miss.
I'll get a hold of Greg.
The new blue hammer. So we have Couch checking in already. Let's go Twisted Tea, giving a shout out to Twisted Tea. One-handed lefty. He's going to be on 5 and 6 in front of you guys here. He's the gentleman with the hat on. If any of you guys that don't know him, now you can get to know Twisted Tea a little. Watch him play. Twisted Tea up against Scotty Too Hottie today, who, like we said, started off on fucking fire today.
Yeah, game one, high game winner, and just kind of survived from there, really. I mean, he didn't do anything big after that, but he bowled good enough to secure his spot. And
made some spares, and, and kind of not necessarily coasted his way through. He was still on cruise control, just set a little bit lower. Maybe.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, like game one, his cruise control was set to like $125.
After 2 games, I tried to set my cruise control, but my car caught on fire and burned me alive.
Oh, you must have been driving a Volkswagen.
I think it was a BMW, actually.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Still
German. Yeah.
Because the Volkswagen wouldn't even have got me through game 2.
Well, true. Yeah. It would have seen a garage and wanted to stop there for some maintenance,
Mm-hmm.
So that way you can take off your front bumper to change a headlight or something like that. Right?
Uh-huh.
So you're getting a look at JQ Baby making the trek all the way down from where the fuck is it, Caribou or something?
Yeah, northern Maine, up in the county we call it, Aroostook County.
Yeah, way up there. Beautiful center, and as a matter of fact, our other sponsor going to give a shout out to Jimmy Clark and Bowler Builders Pro Shop, providing free drilling of those raffle balls if he so chooses to get it drilled by us at Bowler Builders.
And he will. He already told me, so we're good.
Beautiful, perfect. And, got to give a shout out to Jimmy Clark, great sponsor of the tournament series, offering that free drilling of all raffle balls, one here within the Carls or FDDS series. Jimmy Clark just had a clinic up there this weekend at Evergreen Lanes, north of everything in the world besides Alaska, maybe. If you're talking America, at least.
That's true.
And apparently it's a beautiful center, Frankie. We got to make the 11-hour trek to get there at some point,
For sure. Is that the northernmost clinic in the United States, then? Is that what that is?
Yes. I think we could dub it as such, for sure.
Northernmost clinic in the continental United States. Or in the connected continental. Because, I mean, Alaska is still on the same continent, but it's not connected. So, connected continental. I'm making up a new term right now.
I'll let that new term fly.
You need my card?
So we got Big Tony checking in. Is Salty Splinter going to make an appearance? Maybe he's out here.
Who are we looking for?
Salty Splinter.
Salty Splinter is on lane 2 right now. He's hanging out over there.
He's hanging out behind his wife.
That's probably a good plan.
Yeah. Maybe he's going to try to intimidate the opponents over there. I don't know. We'll see.
That's $1. Oh, no, he got the 5 out. I think if it scouts the 5, that the bowling alley should owe you $1.
Maybe it's only a quarter.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, wow. Griswold,
I don't know.
He led the field today, and you can see why. That ball reaction looks pretty good. It's hooking early, but it's stopping and still going through the pins.
The old hook stop.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the old wide right.
Yeah.
We call that the Scott Norwood. Wide right on the field goal. I don't know. I missed something today, Ding Dong. I was +2 after 2 and ended up -124.
I think there was wind on that one for JQ. I think the wind came into
Is that
play.
what it was?
Frankie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Bounce it. Oh, the old 6-0.
Must
That's
have been
never
that
fun.
same gust of wind.
Same, yeah, I just blew it right. Blew it right.
Blew it right in the hole. Hey,
You know,
we
using an
know
entry
that
to a curl.
JQ Bebe likes to hit the hole, right?
That's true. Yes. Usually pretty good at it. Pretty good at it.
Ooh.
What was that from Legal?
Legal coming in hot with the back windshield comment.
Oh. Uh-oh, better get me go.
Do they do glass too? It's more like a Portland glass thing, except for he's in like
What's,
Canada. So is it like just fucking south of Canada glass?
Maybe. Could be.
Do they do screen repair as well?
Maybe. It could be. Mean Supreme with a 5-pin. He covers it. He's using a theorem that we just punched up for him.
That's
a lot of
great
new balls
ball.
going down the lane.
I love that theorem. Awesome piece. I drilled mine to replace my Web MB, and even though the MB was a pearl, it was kind of red to back of the mids, and theorem does that nicely as well.
Pretty good shot by JQ right there.
JQ knew it was
5
great.
forward, 7 backwards. Oh, and Storm crumbling out the 5-7.
Oh, he liked it too.
He did. Yeah, we call that the windshield washer when they go this way and then this way.
Right. The Rain-X windshield.
Yeah,
washer.
Rain-X special. Oh, Scotty Too Hottie with a 5-pin. He owes $1 on lane 5.
Oh, Griswold.
Griswold will be a good pick to win this whole thing because
Yeah.
he, two-hander, pretty decent rev rate, but can play it a little bit straighter.
He's been hot.
Reminds me
lately,
of Peter Fox a little bit. I don't know if you know Peter Fox, but another really good New England bowler, two-hander.
Who does Peter Fox?
I think he hangs out with the Hound,
Oh, okay.
the Fox and the Hound.
Oh, I see. Wow, nut sauce throwing down a rack. Real nice shot there on lane 2.
He's from Connecticut, but I know what he's one of Sean Buck's Peter Fox.
Oh, Sean Buck. Now that's a good young player up and coming. Sean Buck. Another two-hander, righty. Great player.
How about the lefty that made the PBA Tour Championship show there, Stugler, right?
Yeah. No one wanted to talk about him.
I know,
though.
like they talk about Ryan Barnes, which was great, but Stubler making the show, the young one making the show.
Right.
No one, like, 0 run at all, but I guess it depends what your last name is. So
Well, that helps. So we have Mark checking in.
I heard people were getting fined
Let's
for
fucking go,
making critical
moves,
comments
Smith,
about
scratch,
Ryan Barnes making the show. Did you hear this?
Wait, what?
People were getting fined for making critical comments about Ryan making the show as a non-member. This was a big thing last night. Literally, people were getting fined.
Hate on Stubler, too. And I'm
Which
like,
makes no
why?
sense. There should have been no
There's
hate on
no
anyone.
way.
All those guys bowled great. Ryan
they
bowled
did.
great to get in. Stubler did a great job holding off Vi for where he was for the 3rd seed.
they both had to go to PTQ to get in.
Smalls took out O'Neill to get the top seed. So
Smalls was bowling great.
yeah, he bowled really good.
Yeah, so I got to say, Charlie and Timmy Mack must be looking like geniuses at this point with that pick for the.
So I want to, this
Lumberjacks.
is, not that I like to talk. We like to tackle any subject, and we're waiting to hear. Well, Griswold putting that shit on everything. So, how do you feel about? Because they made a comment many times when I was watching the last 8 games about how Ryan had, the coaches standing right behind him, helping him every single shot. How do you feel about the best bowlers in the world having coaches be able to talk to them every single ball and not just them doing it without a coach standing behind them?
I mean, it's been happening for years, Frankie.
It's been happening forever, but how do you feel about it? I know how I feel about it, and I'll tell you afterwards. But
Well, here's the deal. The best in the world are the best in the world because, A, they put in the time.
right.
We've seen it here with El Nino. He puts in the time here within this building and within the new building across the bridge.
Right.
Broadway Bowl. So they have that.
Yep.
They have, the knowledge.
It's not
of
taking
the
anything out of
equipment.
anyone's ability.
No.
Nothing at all.
They do have the knowledge of the equipment and everything and whatnot. But when you do have somebody standing behind you that also has the knowledge of the equipment, your game, and can watch your entire ball reaction, that is huge, Frankie. I got to tell you, I don't think some of these players would be as good as they were if they didn't have those ball reps standing behind them, feeding them this information, like spoon-fed right to them, and even going beyond that and surfacing their fucking balls for them and everything like that.
Right.
Anyone in this building would be a better bowler with that support.
I agree, and that's kind of was my point. They made obviously a big point about Ryan. I'm sure it happens for other players too. It's not just a Ryan thing here.
Right.
It's everyone, and I've always felt like I think between rounds, all that stuff. I think the coaches should be able to do whatever they want. The ball reps can do whatever they want with the players. But I have always
$1.
I've
That was $1.
that was definitely $1.
Yeah.
But I have always felt that once you get into the playing rounds, that I think if the players want to go way, way back and talk to someone out of like that area and, whatever, and you want to talk way, way back and you want to go through that whole thing, that's fine. I think once you're into that area, I think the players it should be just the players really at that point. And it doesn't take anything away from anyone that's ever done anything in the history of bowling. But I do think that it would be nice to eliminate one variable that way and just say, you know what, once we get into these rounds and the match play rounds, the players make all the decisions. The players are having to make ball changes and decide on what surface they wanted and stuff like that, So I've always been a fan of that, kind of leveling the playing field that way, a little bit more. Because there are guys out there that are out there grinding and trying and maybe don't have that support. And you know what? The guys that have the support have earned it for sure. Absolutely. Becoming the best in the world.
Absolutely. Yep.
But I think once you get to a certain point, I think once you're in those final rounds or whatever, it would be nice to see it just the players, no matter what.
So
But that's just how I feel.
no, and
I've always felt that way. This isn't like this week. This is like for 40 years I've felt this way.
Frankie, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it definitely. You could take let's take the women's tour, for instance.
Yeah.
You take a player like Nutsauce. She's a great player
Absolutely.
here regionally, and, is an up-and-coming WBA star, right? If you take the support that we put into a Dasha Kovalova and you put it into Nutsauce, she's going to fucking be up there too.
She's going to bowl, yeah.
Right?
Right.
Absolutely. So I do agree with you 100%. My only problem is, and we've talked about this on other subjects of when we're talking our own tournament and whatnot, is the whole cheating factor. Like, if you put in a rule that says, okay, no more ball repping, blah, 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 after a certain point, then you're going to have those people are going to be sitting in the crowd watching you because they're your fan on top of everything, and giving you like fucking these baseball hand signals, right? To be like fucking get into your blah 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 ball, or move this. I do it with my daughter at junior gold. I'd be like fucking 2 left, eyes 2 right, whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
So how do you stop that part of it?
I mean, that's impossible to stop. But I'm just saying that literally the person standing when you're watching, the coverage on Bowl TV, and you got someone standing right behind there. It's a little different story, rather than back in the crowd or in the stands or whatever, and maybe making some hand gestures and stuff. You're never going to get that out of there. But
hand gestures.
Right. I was making some hand gestures today, but they were at the pins. They weren't.
Griswold bouncing back off that.
Yeah, that was a nice one. So let's go over the pin differences. There's really only one big pin difference, which is Griswold 20 over JQ.
Yeah.
So right now he's got and JQ flat. Yeah, so that's Griswold's the only one with a pin difference over 10 pins. So that's the rest of them are all very close. We have Meme Supreme getting 1 over Ramalam, Gasco with 5 over Nutsauce. It looks like Ditto with 4 over Goulet. Scotty Tuhati with 10. Obviously, we talked about that over Twisted. Buck with 2 over G-Boy. Sanders with 8 over Roboberg. And Guns with 4 over Storm. And let's go through the scores for you. We have Nutsauce with a 7-2, 107 in the 6th. Right now, so let's just mark. So she's actually up 3, but down 2 total with the 5-pin difference. Ditto right now has 76 in the fourth with a strike up against Chris Goulet, who went strike open 3-bagger. And Ditto just strikes. So give Goulet right now a 12, make that a 2-pin lead. And Goulet also is down 4, so he's actually down 2 with the pin difference. Griswold rolling right now against JQ. He had a 20-pin lead coming in, and right now he is sitting on a 42-pin lead. Add that to the 20, it's 62 pins with 4 frames to go. And then in the other match on that pair of lanes, we have Meme had a 1-pin lead coming in. Meme Supreme with a 23-pin deficit, so he's actually down 22 to Ramalam on 5 and 6. We had Scotty to Hottie against Bucky. I think Scotty has spare 5-bagger right now. He's got 10 over Twisted, but Twisted is starting double 9 spare 3-bagger.
Yeah,
so,
that's a hell of a match.
That he's down 11 plus the 10, so he's only down 21. That's a close match with 4 frames to go. Then we got Gutter Boy here. He has 109 in the 5th with a spare up. Gutter Boy. Buck's getting 2. Buck was 65 in the 5th. So Gutter Boy actually had a 44-pin lead. So make that a 43-pin lead for Gutter Boy. I'm sorry. So actually Twisted is the one with the spare 5-bagger. So that's 11.
Wow.
So he actually has a 1-pin lead over Scotty once you take the pin difference out. What?
So
That
we
is
have
wild.
Diane checking in. Best of luck to Shane. Kick some butt. Grammy's cheering you on. I assume that's Colonel Sanders, who's up right now on lane
Scotty
7.
with a little weird wrapper 4-pin there. Like that wasn't even a high one. Meme's got to make this. All right, so he's down 23, getting 1 down 22.
Right on cue.
All right.
Colonel Sanders throwing a strike for Grammy there.
So we hop over to 7 and 8. So we have Roboberg with, he just split. So give him 91 in the 6 with a split in the 7. 88 with a split. So that's 17-pin lead for Colonel Sanders plus the 8. Give him 25-pin lead, which is going to balloon because of the open, more than likely the open. Colonel Sanders in the driver's seat with 3 frames to go. In the other match, Tommy Guns with a 4-pin advantage over Storm, but that is a battle. Storm right now with a 22-pin lead over Tommy Guns. So Tommy down 18, needing to strike here in the 6th. In the 7th, if he strikes here in the 7th, he can cut into that lead and make it 8 pins, and he does.
Yeah.
8-pin lead now for Storm. That is a tight one, folks. Oh, Griswold, that one jumped on him pretty quick.
So we got Dan Collins checking in. What's up, Dan? Good afternoon, fellas.
Dan.
How's Nut Sauce doing?
All right, so we're gonna cover that for you. Nut Sauce right now. She is down. She has a 3-pin lead, but she's giving Gaskill 5, so she's down 2. If she strikes here, she can take an 8-pin lead temporarily if she strikes in the 8th. Chris Goulet, though, that was a big opening, goes 6-0, letting Ditto walk right in that door.
Yeah, Ditto's got that shit on everything, doesn't he?
He does. Storm, though, back up to an 18-pin lead on that pair.
Tripping that 4-pin Nut Sauce.
Oh, and now we got Meme Supreme coming in and almost taking out a strike through the face.
Gutter Boy
Gutter
throwing
Boy.
one out the window.
Yeah, that ball went sailing and without a mast. So that's never good. Gaskill, after a wrapper 10 last frame, comes in Durbin here. So all of a sudden, Nut Sauce doubles to take the lead by 8, and now add 4 to that. Nut Sauce now with a 12-pin lead with 2 frames to go, and you have Gaskill staring with a pretty tough spare up there on lane 2. Chris Goulet has to go to the mattresses, and that's not the way to do it. Sales one right for a 7 count after sailing one right for a 6 count last time. So he's maybe got a little amped up. Maybe, just needs to calm those nerves a little bit. Chris, grew up both with my daughter, Avery. So I've known him and the whole family for a long time. All really good people. Him and his mom, Bobby, and everyone. Rick, all good people.
Yeah.
So let's see here. These matches are all coming down to it.
So Ramalam just had the big 4 there up against
That was
Meme
huge.
Supreme. So that,
right.
So Meme
changes
Supreme
that.
now gets back, claws back within 10. He gets 1 pin over Ramalam. So he's back within 9. How about Twisted T coming back off the open after his split? Scotty Tuhati with a 14-pin advantage with the bonus pins. JQ moving left. That's a good move for him right there. That was
That's
a good move.
great move.
Yeah. And he knows it too. Scotty with a great shot.
The ball actually hit the 10 pin on that.
It just deflected all the way off.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing that kind of fallback shot
Yep.
almost. Oh, and Roboberg that match is over. Colonel's going to move on.
Griswold.
So Griswold's
Fucking
just in like
good.
he's trying different balls now. He went from the pitch black. It looks like to something resin. Looked like a Summit maybe. I could be wrong. He's a Storm guy.
Might be a
so
Summit,
It
yeah.
looked like a Summit from the colors, but I could be wrong.
Is that a phase 4? Or
No,
whatever?
I don't think so.
Summit Peak.
Oh, the peak. Yeah, that's what it is. It's
Oh, the Summit Peak. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So Ditto now coming off the spare. He's in the driver's seat against Chris Goulet. Goulet Ditto was getting 4 already,
Oh,
and he's
Storm
up
getting
25.
around 10.
That's Tommy needed that though. I mean, although Tommy's still down in that match
Oh,
to
dollar.
Dollar for
Ramalam.
Ramalam. Wild and crazy action here. Oh, Gaskill
Haskell making that
throwing the hands up, saying thank you.
Name Supreme opens.
Nutsauce can just about put this one away if she strikes here in the 9th.
Let's go.
That's a good shot.
Oh, all right. Just leaves a 9 pin.
All right, so give Nutsauce. She's up 19. Gaskill getting 5, so she's up 14. So not in. I mean, it's a good lead. She just makes the spare and stays clean in the 10th. She's gonna move on, but you can't allow Gaskill any kind of crack because he will just drive a Mack truck through it.
Ditto looked like he took a step left too on that
Yeah.
one.
So now he's in the part of the game where he might just try something in the 10th to see if he can stay lined up for game 2
Right.
because he's
Because
got
they'll
that
be
match.
staying on that pair.
Right, they're not moving. Nutsauce making the 9 pin. No problem there. So let's just have our strike spare out 196. The best Gaskill can do is 187. That won't be enough. So Nutsauce just needs a mark in the 10th to shut out Gaskill. Any mark.
JQ wrapped on that one a little too
yeah,
hard.
and you see that one
Yeah.
he was a little further right earlier, and that definitely picked up that friction through the track area because there's been a lot of traffic on that right side today. You know, he was way further left on the right lane, and that one just, That was a nice shot by Goulet.
Yeah, it was. He stayed
That
down
looked like
on
an
that
Evo
one really
response, actually, that he's using right now. He changed balls. Griswold,
Did he?
now
Was
that's
that an Aaron shot?
that doesn't matter. It's over. Yeah, that went in the gutter. He'll just change the score. Griswold will move on. He wins that match against JQ, who goes 147. It looks like.
Here we go. Nutsauce is up on 1 frame.
Just needs a mark. Oh, that was left though.
Oh, holding!
Oh, holding on the offense.
Yeah, Nutsauce.
Nice boy! Chelsea.
The crowd. Gotta love him here.
Crowd loving Twisted T's ass.
Yeah. Twisted T put up a hell of a fight out there.
Hey, what ball did you move to?
Is that
What
a?
ball did you move to? It wasn't
Summit
Summit Peak,
Peak.
so I did have it right.
So it is the Summit Peak,
Yeah. Okay, that's what we thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian Gaskill,
Yeah.
Brian Gaskill throws a slow backup ball.
Yeah. That was
at
pretty
that
funny.
washout,
That was pretty good.
and the ball actually
It freaking
hit the
makes it.
head pin
Yeah.
and the
And
10
took
pin.
it out. Yeah.
That was fucking cool.
It was cool. Okay.
Nutsauce picks up that 4 pin to end strike spare.
So Meme Supreme is going to lose to Ramalam. So Ramalam is going to move on to face
Griswold
Griswold. That's going to be a great match.
grind him with another backup ball.
Oh!
Trying to get the hungus.
I tried to roll that 3-pin on the backup ball. That was pretty impressive. I side, so don't feel bad there, Gaskill. When I left the 3, it usually had a couple of its friends with it, the 7 and the 9, and a couple times the 6. Oh, no, that doesn't matter. It's just a fell ball. He was probably just trying something there. So, all right. So on 1 and 2, we're gonna have Nut Sauce taking on Ditto. Ditto Nut. A Ditto Nut. That means
Isn't it?
also
Wouldn't
nut.
it be nut
Also nut.
ditto?
Or nut also.
So like ditto nut again.
What's the screen? What's it
That's
look
what I
like?
was wondering.
Oh, it's off. Maybe it's off. I don't know whose phone that is. Good question. Can we? Maybe we can turn it on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
wait
that's
a
my
minute.
dad's.
All right.
I think that's my
There was a phone left.
Who's your
apparently.
dad? Oh, is that?
Oh, Robobert. It's been returned.
Okay, so good. We found the owner
Oh,
of the phone.
Storm to Vincent with a great
So Storm
shot.
takes out Tommy Guns. Twisted T with a great
Oh.
game, really. I mean, he shoots. Unfortunately, 221 would have won just about every other game match here.
Right.
Unfortunately,
Tuhati.
Scotty Tuhati's in the 250s.
Wow.
He's right back where he started the day.
Scotty Harry.
Nut Sauce versus Moves. Yes, that is accurate.
Yes, that is what will be happening on 1 and 2. We'll have a Nut Sauce move. So it looks like here we'll have a Buck Ripcord Scotty Tuhati match. We have a Griswold Ramelon.
I'm waiting for nothing. They're like, you know what? We want to start round 2. We don't want to wait for these guys to finish. Let's
Why
go.
the fuck would they? So is it Storm and Sanders over there?
It'll be, Storm against the Colonel.
All right, there you have it, folks. There's our next round. We're going to be going right into it. So grab a drink, grab a sandwich.
Grab your partner and do-si-do.
That too, yeah. Hey, February is coming up.
That's right.
Remember
Scotch on the
our
rocks.
Scotch on the Rocks. Grab your partner.
Yeah. Well,
event.
before Scotch on the Rocks, though, you get the Dick Kicker 5000, also known as the No Wood Left Behind tournament with the I Can't Drive 55 oil pattern.
Can't wait for that, Frankie.
Maybe we can't drive 55, but the mad scientist can oil 55 mils on 39 feet.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
1.08 to 1. 1.08.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
pretty flat.
That's the hard part of it, I think. The volume, I don't think is the hard part. I think the flatness is the hard part.
Yes.
Of course,
I mean,
you
I think
have
it's a
those
combination of
icicles,
things, right?
too.
Yeah, so the icicles, you have those zones from 34 to 30. Some of the zones only to 34 feet. So, I mean, yes, it is.
Well,
55
all
mils,
of the
but-
zones go 34. In our 34 to 39 foot zone, though, we have our icicles, which only flow on certain boards. Let's see if we have this loaded up still.
It is. I think we do have it on there.
Is that the one?
That should be it.
There
There she
it
is,
is.
folks. There she is.
Next weekend, I Can't Drive 55. If you notice, in that last zone, you have oil at the gutter.
Yeah.
No oil, no oil.
Did you do that to make it an anti-Frankie pattern? Is that how we did that so that I couldn't play the gutter?
Well, so I got to tell you, your cheat code, Bayside cheat code worked on the new side here, the west side today, playing
Yeah.
surface at the gutter, even on the long pattern,
Yeah.
but that cheat code did not translate very well on
Then when
the
I moved
other
inside,
side.
guess what? It still didn't work either. So I moved inside and had 80 in the sixth that game. So it's
Well, I was inside of 20 at the Arrows with the Theorem.
well, there was no point in me going in there because there was no traffic to actually have any kind of breakdown for me to go that deep. But even 15 didn't want to do anything. I mean, I hit the pocket in 5-pin, which was awesome. But
Remember that I tried the Theorem on this side in
Yeah.
practice and left the 4.57.
yeah, it was +2 on this side and -126 on the other side. So that tells you how good it was.
I did exactly the opposite. I was +23 on the other side and -68 over here.
And unfortunately, having 5 red eyes for a 127 without throwing, I threw 1 strike the whole game. Never helps. But enough about me. I'm terrible. Let's talk about the guys that are actually good. What?
What happened to lane 2?
I don't know. Yes, just taking out Scotty. Yeah. Yeah, he won.
Oh, Gutter Boy won? Oh, it's actually Gutter Boy that's moving on. Nice. Gail giving a shout out to Nut Sauce. Go Nut Sauce, you have this. Diane giving a shout out to Colonel, who starts that match with a strike, and his opponent, Storm Vincent, is staring down the 6-7-10 split.
Well, if anyone can make it, it's Storm. I mean, he's such a good spare shooter, even on the splits.
No, he
just
gets
gets the
2.
2. He gets the 2. That's fine.
Next
Nut Sauce to
weekend
cover
is
the
the plus
7-10.
10 to make that.
It is. Yeah, next weekend, if you make a split, you get plus 10 every time you make a split. That's not a
Storm
one-time
Vincent
deal.
is signed up for that
He is.
tournament.
He totally is. That should be a lot of fun.
Scotty Too Hottie starting with the double up against Gutter Boy. Gutter Boy can double up to start off, though, too.
Oh, that was a nice little fade shot for Gutter Boy there. A little tight, but not a bad ball. So he'll be down 10 after 2. Griswold moving in with the urethane. Wow, that picked up quick.
Yeah.
So did you see the last game on that right side? I moved to urethane. I was standing on 6 and targeting like 3, and I had doubled in the 10. So apparently I had to get even further left. I was up against the ball return on the right lane. I think I couldn't go any further left unless I was standing on top of the ball return.
Oh, Nut Sauce pulling the 4-pin
So Nut Sauce was an
forward again.
11-pin lead after 2. So she's bowling pretty good right now. Good job, baby.
Good spare for Griswold there on the 4-7.
Yeah, I see
Boy
that.
makes
That
a
lane is
spare. He's
crazy.
stepping up on lane 5. Ooh.
Good ball for Ditto.
Moves Fitzpatrick, leaving the 10-pin. Gutter Boy. Wow, that was a good ball off his hand.
I don't know where he went.
That's what we call the old no-doubter.
At the desk because he might have just given her the envelope, but he was just, I literally just saw him like 20 seconds ago. I don't know where he
Ram
went.
coming
He was
up
right there.
on lane 4. His wife Kim, I'm sure, is watching him throw a great shot. That is.
All right, so Ditto makes a spare on lane 2.
Colonel Sanders starting with the double.
And Scotty
Kim
Tuhati.
checking in. Yes, I knew you'd be watching your husband, Kim.
So
Thank
we
you
had
for
a
checking in.
dead even match on 3 and 4, 40 through 2 for both bowlers. So
I got to tell you, if Ramlam can roll it like he rolled the last one, Griswold might be in trouble, even though he led the day.
Ditto.
Moves. Throwing him around.
Yo, that was mooberific.
All
all
right.
right. That's a good 9.
That's a lot of 9. Oh, wow. Sanders puts
looks
that
like-
shit on everything.
Is Colonel using a pitch black? Because that's totally what it looks like.
Not sure.
Definitely urethane, and it's black. So I'm going to guess it's a pitch black.
Hasn't come back. Oh, there it is. Just came back. Are you sure that's not the NB Tour?
Oh, it could be the MB Tour. Colonel. Is that an MB Tour or pitch black? Okay, it is an MB Tour.
NB Tour?
Pitch black. Yeah. We'll go with that. Yeah.
Oh,
it was
Storm
black. I'm
Vincent.
like, he's like MB Tour, pitch black. I don't know what
I don't go anywhere without that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The ball
great
out of
ball.
my bag for
Yeah,
like
great
the past
ball.
6, 7 years.
Oh. Yeah. So I got the bracket matchup. So JQ baby. He lost. Meme Supreme lost.
Mark calling out for the Farkle. We missed it. We're talking with Hungus. Big shout out to Hungus and all of his staff here at Bayside Bowl, providing another great venue, another great event. Oh, Storm to Vincent figured out how to trick his hand to get that ball through the pins. Huge double over there. He's got to stand up. Colonel Sanders starting with 3 strikes. Nuts Sauce throwing a strike on lane 1. That was a great shot. Ditto wasting no time. Stepping up on lane 2. Looks like he's using the NB Tour Pearl. Oh, gets the 9 to go out. Griswold on lane 3. Is he still in the Summit Peak? It kind of looks like it. Oh, maybe not. Nope. Looks like he did switch out of it. Oh, that ball did not go through the pins. Wrap 10. Gutter Boy coming up on the nose, leaving 3-9. Oh, wow. Colonel Sanders high flush stuffed it. And the 7-pin kind of wiggled a little bit and said, no, thank you. Griswold making his spare. So you guys at home, go ahead and share this to your pages. Get your bowling loving friends in here. We are here at Bayside Bowl. I am King Ding Dong here with Frankie Avalon. This is the Frankie and Ding Dong Show live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And this is the Carl's World Tour stop at Eiffel Tower 48. Wow. Ramalam with a great shot there. He's got lane 4 labeled. Yeah,
Dutch off here.
Putt.
What's going
Hanging
on?
out, brother. What's going on?
You got a Dutch off over here.
Yeah, it's a Dutch fest. Dutch pretzel time.
If you say Dutch Fest in the wrong room, then that's probably a little bit different. Want to talk about NB Tour Pearl? We have another one out there sighting.
Ditto using one. Scotty using
Ditto,
one.
Scotty. We got the NB Tour Solid out there.
I mean,
That
it
tour
makes sense.
is
The tour
fucking
balls are,
great.
they allow you to play a little bit straighter and they don't
Yeah.
get too sideways.
It is an ASIM though, but a smaller ASIM.
I believe.
Oh, Rimlam getting it out.
Speaking of tours, I believe he's using an Obsession tour. Yeah, Tommy Guns, Chris Goulette.
Yeah.
Oh, nut sauce!
You got JQ baby.
Wait,
JQ baby.
are you?
You got Gaskell already.
Oh, Scotty too, Hottie, putting that shit on everything. Are you saying that? Who's using the Obsession tour?
I believe Ramalan is.
Oh, is he really?
I believe so.
That's
My
the
one.
same court.
What about this? That wasn't mine. That was Angelique's.
Griswold getting the light mixer to go.
Not the heater guy.
Oh.
Not
We got the old
I tried. It
Buxton
wasn't-
Smile
that's not- I
Greek
when I
Church
tried to
showing
get
up
to
on
the gutter
lane 1
early, I get anything inside
for
of the gutter
nut
would
sauce.
go out.
That's
Targeting because I saw you.
unfortunate. Let's see if she can
I
get
was.
5 here.
I was standing on 6, targeting 4 or 5.
Storm Davidson putting that shit on everything. He's
You gotta
starting
get
to figure it
1-2.
out.
You have to get it to 1-2, and then it would bounce. But you had to get it to 1-2.
You're the only person that saw it.
Spare.
Yeah, and I was hoping to be the only person being
What
out
kind of
there
boy?
and make the cut. But I just didn't throw it good on the other side. I mean, I can blame the other side of the building. I can blame anything I want. The one to blame is yourself. Not throwing good shots.
I saw you freak out a couple times. I was like, something's going on.
Griswold step in a little.
I felt I was in jail. I just
Got
felt like even
the
when I
light
saw
mixer to
I
go
decided to game
again.
4 to try to move
That's a
inside.
huge
just kind of
double on
feathering
that
inside
match.
like the righties were doing. And I still couldn't do anything. I was like, I don't know, 80 in the 7th or something. Like I couldn't even get anything that way. So
We got a bowling game for that dude. Right
Got a
there.
boy. Shakes one out.
Griswold.
Yeah, Lucky
He's
Charms.
staying
You
clean.
can see his fucking
Oh
beard.
no, does he have an open up there?
Top
No,
of the morning to you.
So if he was going to be Irish, we could give him our
Scotty
nickname
Hottie though
Ricochet.
has a great look. Scotty's
I like
not gonna
Ricochet.
be
Would be
happy.
it's a great name, and I can't believe no one has that name here. We've been trying to come up with new names, right, Ding Dong?
Yeah, we have a few of them in our bank of names now.
For who? He's Lucky Charms.
Just
Sorry.
people who need names. What's happening here? Titty getting wild.
Titty's gone wild.
Wild titties behind us.
Is that like wild horses?
You can't hold them back, right, Frankie?
Apparently. I don't know. Don't ask me. Mine are.
Can you not hold back wild titties, too?
I was so cold all day today. I never took my fucking
It was cold
sweatshirt.
on the other side of the
I never
building.
took this pullover off all day for bowling. I was cold all day.
Let's see if Storm can light up the grill over there.
Can he fire up the grill for a hamburger sandwich?
Oh,
Yes,
he got a little in and it chipped the 4-pin.
All right, so Ditto takes advantage of the nut sauce open. He's back within 5 with a strike up.
Scotty too.
That's that lane 1 voodoo roll for you.
Rolling through with the Yahtzee. Looking
Oh, a little
great.
Yahtzee action.
He's got one of the best looks out here right now.
Dude, he's throwing it so good too. Like, I mean, he could, if he goes off the sheet, he could be like plus 130 for 2. That's insane.
It's totally insane.
Insane.
And we didn't even hit that pair in when we crossed.
We never
in
shot
qualifying.
5 or
Is
6.
he winning or is he winning?
Who? Butterboy? No.
Nut
he's,
sauce!
Scotty's going like American history accent, curb stomping him right now.
Yeah. That's
Like
awesome.
Edward
Great
Norton
bounce
Jr.
back shot after that split.
Oh!
Lincoln style on the 4-pin.
That's right. The old John Wilkes Booth ball on 6.
No one saw it in the theater.
hole, like what's that?
Right from behind. Back of the head. Got the 4-pin forward from behind. The old Lincoln style.
Right in the soft spot.
Nut
Yeah.
sauce is moving left again.
Oh!
Shakes it out.
Little extra sauce on them nuts.
Oh, a little high for Colonel Sanders.
Colonel
but
pretty happy, I would have to
no
say. Get
split
9 out
on
of there. So Gutter Boy says, I'm not dead yet. I can still shoot 236 and force Scotty Too Huddy to, stay clean here.
Right, he puts that shit on everything. Great shot there.
Right now, Scotty
Oh.
Too Huddy is pacing out at 248, 247 technically, but
There are people coming in and out of Bayside both
So
today.
if-
The other side is open for
dude,
open
it
play.
is. It's wild over there right now.
Good spare for Colonel. Oh,
So-
Griswold gets one.
If Scotty Too Huddy strikes here, he can open in the 10th and still lock him out. A strike here means he's in the 240s even with an open.
Looks like Griswold is well in the lead as
Yeah, he's
well.
doing well. Oh, that was right though.
Yeah, that
Right.
was a lot of 5.
So all of a sudden, that match turned on a dime. He's got to make this now.
Make it and get a mark.
So if he opens, let's just give him 5-3, which is probably the most likely count on this.
Storm
Maybe
did
206.
209.
Because give him 8. Yeah, you're right. 201, 209, you're right. You can still strike out to shut him out. But it makes it a lot harder. I mean, a spare here, all he needs a mark in the 10th and good count. So this is a huge, that's got a chance. Oh, Scotty! Look at that. That is clutch, folks.
He's
No
both
automatic
great all day.
transmission there. That man uses a manual only.
Storm to Vincent almost chopping that spare, but gets it to go.
That's what I want to get. That would be a 10-pin bonus. No, because it has a 10-pin in it. That is not a 10-pin bonus. It's pretty cool to see, but not a bonus. Griswold trying the same thing. Different
Oh,
way,
wow.
but same thing.
Also
Not a bonus. But a nice shot either way.
No
You know what you
no
get for that?
no
You
red
get an
dots.
attaboy for that. That's what you get. Oh, the old can opener.
Scotty.
Yeah. The old can opener ball.
So Scotty be moving on.
What I want to get when you were talking about West earlier, I want to get a picture of a gas pedal.
Storm. Oh, gets a 10 to go.
He gets it done when he needs
Ooh,
to.
nut sauce. Little in,
After the
leaves
Pepsi
4-pin.
tournament. Oh, yeah. The
Ramlam.
Speedy McSpeederson open there.
Ramlam misses in again. Looks like his
Yeah,
ball's
he's,
just,
Nut sauce,
it's
if she
starting
makes this-
earlier and earlier.
Yeah.
If she makes it, she'll be 2 and 7 to lock him out.
Yep, exactly. That's correct.
Scotty too.
And really, the only errant shot she's had all game was that 5-3. I mean, other than that, she's been dialed into the pocket pretty well all game. It's like she has the Vegas sphere for a spare ball.
Yeah.
Right. The old eyeball.
One of Jamaican Jerk's donuts.
Or one of the right, exactly. That's kind of like the color of the design on my donut hat I got, the KGB glass hat that I had.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same color.
All right. 2 and 7.
So Sanders didn't strike there.
So Sanders 145 in the 7th. He's down 11. And so that the non-strike really hurt.
Yeah.
Scotty Tuhuddy with a ho-hum 253, 5 pins less than his last game of 258, but still another winner. Gutter Boy.
Whoa, another 4.
Nut
There
sauce!
There's one.
Yep.
Got to get the next one. She doesn't have to, but if she
Well,
wants to
to shut him
shut him
out,
out,
shut
she
him
needs it.
Yeah.
That one right there forces a double.
Sanders rolled
Great
that
shot
one
by
great.
Sanders.
Yeah.
That was a really good shot. So that's going to put a little bit of heat on Storm. Nice,
Got a boy.
Gutter Boy,
Finishing it out
215.
in style.
I mean, most other matches, he'd be right there, but against Scotty, who's just on fire, that was
That's
left.
Oh!
Another one.
Get it!
That's 2 matches in
Get
a row.
you some!
2 matches in a row where she needed that hit on lane 1 and went high trip 4 both times when she needed the hit. But she trusts that that's going to
Not
hold.
even counting on the big 6.
No, he's just getting up there and firing.
Storm did not strike.
I mean, it's still not over.
Yeah, I punched a 6 today.
Right. I mean, she had a 5 count in the
She
6th
did,
ring.
yeah.
So, I mean, it's anything, especially in lane 1, is hooking. That's a hooking lane. That is definitely going to get at least 6.
Oh!
I mean, it hooked a little more than I thought, though. I'm not going to lie.
I hit the tree and went in the fairway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's 100% accurate, too. Good call. So,
Ditto
putt-putt,
throwing a
when
hell of
does
a fine
golf
game.
season fire up on average for you normally?
Mid-April. But I'm actually going down to Naples for a tournament next weekend, so I can't do your 55 mils of fun.
Well,
Unfortunately.
well, you can watch it on the broadcast.
I can do that.
You can
I
watch
can do
it.
that.
By then, we'll have all of it carried down to the head pin. That's gonna be fun.
All right, so strikeout to win for Storm, 226, 225 max for Colonel.
Ooh, that's a tantalizing 10th frame.
Whoa!
I kind of want him to get 2 and 9. I'm not gonna lie. I want a tie.
You want a chance?
I want a tie. We haven't had a tie since Nam, so. And really, that was kind of a tie too. Speaking of Nam,
So, Mama D checking in. Putt-putt having your first baby soon?
yes, he is.
Feb 23.
Feb 23. There you go. Wait till March 3rd. You can be on Avery's birthday.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know if Dirty Putt would like that, though. 10 extra days of
No,
labor.
that doesn't sound like a lot of fun.
Does not sound
No.
fun.
First baby?
First one.
Excellent. Right on, brother. Right on. Oh, Storm trying to hit it.
Storm!
Uh-oh. This is a big spare. It's a big spare. Not really, actually. 215, no matter what, is going to force a double. Because 1 and 9 is not enough. 1 and 9 gives him 214. So the spare is irrelevant on this. Irrelevant.
He needs 2.
Yeah, that 9 was enough to. I mean, if he had left the pocket 7-10 there, all of a sudden it changes things possibly. Not just that's enough to make Colonel to get 2. And on the right lane so far, he's gone strike 9, strike 8. Not exactly his favorite lane. 50% strike percentage on that lane. He's going to get at least a 67% strike percentage to win the match.
We've seen Colonel take his time and do it, though, in this situation.
Oh, yeah. Colonel has no problem taking a few extra seconds. Oh, speaking of taking a few extra seconds, did you hear the new rule for the PBA Tour?
No.
24-second violations are now going to be counted as a 0.
Oh, wow.
On
Yeah.
on TV or in,
Sean
in
Rash, you're on
everything?
the clock.
Or in
by the
everything?
way. On TV. Just on TV. Yeah.
Well,
So
all players be on the clock, right?
right, yeah, the 20, but yeah, it does not like qualifying or anything. It's just for TV.
Just for TV.
Just for TV. But that is a huge deal. Now I wonder if they like count it as like you take the. I know you have to ask for tape and time for that. I assume that doesn't count against you. Do box count against you? Because traditionally, wouldn't the clock
Right.
reset? Or are they going to say it's 24 no matter what? If you balk, oh well. Like you get 24 seconds, so too bad.
All right, here we go. Sanders' ball is away.
Oh!
That 6
Just
pin
a
did
little-
not do its job.
Flat 10, the 6 did not, you're correct, do its job at all. Storm is going to move on. Final 4.
That was a 7 pin in the 4th frame. Those spares come back to haunt you
It
every
does
time.
100% every time. You cannot miss single pins. He'll be the first one to tell you that, too. If you ask him what cost him the match, he'll say it wasn't that one. It was that 7 pin that he missed.
No matter if it's this, Bopo,
Anything, absolutely.
fucking single pins in the 3rd frame.
Always
bite your
come back
ass.
to bite you. Always. That's 11 pins right there. Right now, 11 pins would have been the difference. Actually, 11 pins would mean they could have tied. Yeah. So
Yeah, make your
Spares,
spares,
make your
kids.
spares, kids.
make your spares, kids. 1 and 2 and 5 and 6 is
Go
what
to
we're going
Broadway
to.
Bowl and set them on 10 pins all day long.
Right? Amadi come in, check it in. Oh, wow, that's brutal. Yes, it was. How can a two-hander with that much power still
There
be
you go. Let's go.
such a weak 10 pin? It happens. Righties leaving 10 pins. All right, so let's move the camera a little. Oh, what happened to our banner?
I don't know. When you put the oil pattern up, it probably took the banner down. It does
Oh,
because
yes.
it's on the brand thing still. So it's all right. We'll bring it back.
There
it
we
is.
go.
She
Oh,
back.
there we go, folks.
She back. You want me to adjust this at all? You got it.
Yeah, let's adjust it. I think we're going to be on what? 1 and 2,
1, 2, 5,
and
6
5
should
and
be.
6,
Yep.
right?
And I'll tell you what the matchups are on each pair. We have, let me get back into my photos here. The 1-2 match will be Storm against Griswold, is it? No. Boy just realized he lost his numbers. That's the secret to winning the match. No, Scotty Tuhati against Storm on 1 and 2. And Nut Sauce against Griswold. Huh? And Nut Sauce and Griswold on 5 and 6. Sorry, I got distracted. Salty Splinter was talking to me, so.
I don't want to talk.
Well, there we have it. So now it's a great time, folks, while we are taking some time to get names into the system, to go ahead and share this on your pages. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and live on Twitch. You are watching the Frankie and Ding Dong show. I am King Ding Dong here with Frankie Aberlon, and we are moving into the semifinals. We got Scott Nutting checking in. Let's go Nut Sauce. Nut Sauce will be on 5 and 6.
She will.
Up against Griswold. On 1 and 2, we have Scotty
Storm
Tuhati
against-
and Storm.
Stop!
I heard we were having another Storm come in sometime
Coming in
soon.
Tuesday, right? Tuesday
Yeah.
into Wednesday? Yeah, you get practice for this round. You get
It's
practice.
like 2 or 3 minutes.
2 or 3 minutes. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, you get practice. You get practice for this round. It's like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I can't remember
yeah.
what it's one of the two.
2 minutes.
2 minute warning.
2 minutes practice for these players, and then they'll get right into this next match.
Griswold. Nut Sauce, after getting into the TOC with her win in our tournament earlier this season, FDDS event, She trying to be a 2-time champion and getting a title in each series by winning today. Scotty Tuhati is already in our TOC as a former champion, as is Storm. Does Griswold have a title, though? Let's see. Let me look. Hold on.
So, fun fact: did Nutsauce win on a long pattern?
Yes, she did.
52 feet, if I remember
Yes, she
correctly.
did.
And we're bowling on 48 feet today, so that's 2 great showings on long patterns right in a row. Not something that was traditionally her favorite.
No, Nate Clark does not have a title. And it's funny because we have Mallory Clark against Nate Clark, but Clark spelled differently
And not related.
and not related.
Mallory's married into the Clark.
And Clark with an E and Clark without an E. So. Now, is the Clark bar spelled with or without an E? Do you remember? I think it's no E on the Clark bar. Pretty sure. Clark bar, no E, correct? The candy bar, the Clark bar. Remember that one? They still
Anyone at
make it?
home check in on that, maybe?
Anyone that eats Clark bars still, please let us know.
Is it one of those ones that you can only get at that place in North Conway? What's it called?
There it is.
Seb's, yeah.
Clark bar right there. They
No
still
E.
make it. You can
No
still
E.
buy it.
Elis.
How much are they? Let's look. They are
bucks.
$1.80 each. That is way too much for 40-year-old candy.
So, Couch checking in. Miss is Splinter for the win.
Mrs.
Splinter. Nut sauce. Mrs. Splinter. The other Clark, if you will. All right, looks like practice is over, and they're going to get going. Griswold going to step up on the left-hand lane here, lane 5, to start that match.
The strategy of Mrs. Brady being Nut Sauce's wingman, wing person, I should say.
Oh, it looks
When
like
she
it's
won
strong right now. So, Cousin It checking in for Grizz. Grizz, let's go. 2-handers
What are you
sticking
drinking?
together.
That's what I like too. That's not awesome.
And
You want anything to drink, Ding
on
Dong?
cue, Griswold steps up with the strike. I'm good with that, thank you. Griswold steps up and strikes.
Because I think it would end up acting like when he.
When did Mrs. Brady drop off my keys?
Earlier.
That was probably when I was
That's all I got.
I think maybe that was when I was helping Hungus help find people to take him for the first
Could have been.
No.
I just don't remember seeing him there, but that doesn't mean anything because that was my target. That was kind of like today. I didn't see that either.
Nut sauce.
Oh, great shot.
Threw that one great. We got
So
pair
the
of
two
strikes.
bowlers decided to change, or whoever the higher seed was, decided to change their order over there.
Aha. So they're icing each other.
They are someone's icing someone. I don't know what's going on.
Looks like maybe Splinter's icing them both. By,
We have IT Splinter now. No salty. It's just IT right now.
Is he master in IT too?
Yeah. I am the master debater. He's the master IT. Hold!
Oh yeah.
Big time! That is the Big Time SE. She loves it.
Absolutely loves it. Did you see the Bowler's Journal?
Thank you, my friend. Putt coming in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Did you see the recent Bowler's Journal, Frankie?
Cheers to learning.
Oh, absolutely. Always learning. I'm learning watching what she's doing right now. That nice little inside fade looks great.
Yep. I tried to hook it 3 boards. Apparently, it needs to be 1.
Just one. Yeah. My strategy with my Bayside cheat code worked great over here. I was able to play the gutter on this side to go to +2 for 2. And then it did not work on that side at all. And then, to be fair, though, my inside uncheat code.
Oh!
Bumper last week. I think I
8.
secured the differential for the
Griswold.
season.
Oh, did
Get the
you?
5 out.
124. Went from 135 to 259.
Wow. Okay.
And then today,
Yeah.
high game 183,
Yep.
low game 177.
So
there you go.
super consistent.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's almost more frustrating, really, because you weren't that far out of the cut then, if that's the case.
Right.
So, and it's just frustrating. Like, geez, I couldn't have found like 10 more pins a game.
One more double, one less
right,
split.
right, something. Ah, man. Scotty going to the ocean vibe. Oh! It was kind of like an ocean if you saw the pictures down by Trader Joe's yesterday. The ocean came onto the road.
It did.
Oh, I had a video from here yesterday, by the way. Speaking of oceans, I felt bad because it was like, things were, there was so much water. And
Yeah, it was
leakage
coming
everywhere.
right in the pro shop. I
It
was
was.
doing ball
Yeah.
work yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh,
This was,
oh, Jesus Christ!
wow.
Yeah, it was here.
Yeah.
I was here because
Yeah.
we had youth league in the
Yeah.
morning, and
Wow.
then I had some ball work to do in the pro shop, and we got some water in the pro shop actually.
How about S2 over there with a double? 10-pin lead for Scotty to start, with Storm with a 9 spare in the first frame. And we had a hot start over here. Griswold with a temporary 10-pin lead just because Nutsauce hasn't bowled the third frame yet. That's pretty good.
Nut sauce. A pair of turkeys over there on 5 and 6. I put that shit on everything.
What do you put that shit on? Everything.
I was thinking about that earlier, and they're like, "Oh, put that shit on everything. What do you put on everything?"
Nut sauce.
We put nut sauce on everything. Right here at the Frankie and Dingo show.
Nut sauce stepping up here. That was just a hair right.
Yeah, it was.
Come on, get it. Griswold put first guy to put his hand up. The opponent. The opponent. First guy to put his hand up.
Yeah.
We know Nut Sauce's love-hate relationship with Lane 5. More hate than love, really.
Well, 7 and 10 both fell, so she likes that.
Yeah, because that would be $20 if you left that 5, 7, 10.
The other crap.
I wanted to be that guy in yellow poke, but I couldn't. Yeah, this is hey, Nut Sauce. Nut Sauce.
We've gone upbeat.
This is a boner killer. Oh, your first boyfriend. You were electric.
Like what I said to Andrew, this reminds me of Super Troopers. I'm like, I've already pulled over. I can pull over farther.
Yep, that's accurate.
Storm doesn't even want to go with this music
Thank
playing.
I don't blame him.
There we go. Oh, here we go. He's ready now.
Is this
Griswold.
better?
Oh,
The shimmy shake.
he tried. He got.
He
He,
did.
got
He gave
it
it
to
the
work
shimmy.
last time. Last time it
Griswold
pushed the
giving
5
it
pin
this little
directly
shimmy
over.
drives the women in Portland crazy.
Storm going in on lane 1. Oh,
Smell
the
the
6 pin tickles
Right?
the 10, but doesn't knock it down.
I just, my wife made me watch that Elvis movie that just came out. And I guess it was all right, I guess.
That isn't a very high praise.
Well, like I said, my wife made me watch it. That's about all the praise it's going to get.
Griswold, great pickup on the 10
Uh-oh.
pin. Oh, Storm.
Storm.
So
Bowler's
wait a
least favorite
second.
holiday is what?
Flag day.
Flag Day.
So Storm usually uses a house ball at this time.
All right, so if we're going to
You
really
actually
talk
use
about
the
the
ball.
bowling stuff,
Yes.
stop. A seasoned veteran just missed
Yeah.
a single
We saw that.
Now, if Scotty gets up here and does a three bagger,
Yeah.
like this is like the Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
Strike
yeah.
first.
That's right.
Right.
Strike hard.
Oh, or
Not
Or-
strike at all.
miss the head pin. Or miss the head pin line.
Oh, that drama!
Too much waxing on.
He just
Not
left
enough
you.
waxing
He just
on.
left you on read.
Bro, I built it all up, and you know what
You
he
did.
did? He
That
missed
was-
the layup.
Yeah.
Still love him.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Lane 5 no hook, bro. Somebody get hit in the memo.
No,
You got the side sauce in the corner there.
he did.
I'm pretty sure he missed like 2 left the last time, and it went that far.
Oh, get the back one. Oh, he almost chopped the head pin off that.
The Braves don't home here. Careful though, that name might have to change because there's somebody out there that doesn't matter to that's going to bitch.
Right.
There, the Atlanta Braves.
Oh, that changes that.
Although they,
Singleton.
still the Florida State Seminoles and the Kansas City Chiefs.
We have Kansas City Chiefs, or as you watch the commercials, they're trying. The chefs.
Or the Kansas City Cheats.
Chefs. Come on, we've seen the commercial. They already have it out.
That's an
for
old
chefs.
commercial too that
But
they
it's
brought back.
starting.
Again.
Oh, hey,
Same-
the
same deal.
Same exact spare. How weird is that? He did, but it's still the 128. 128.
What? Yeah, there you go. You got your numbers right.
I did.
Most people leave the 10, but he's got the pipes too.
He might have thought he was at the yacht club because he just sailed a couple of them.
Yeah, come sail away. Maybe he's a who was that?
Oh, wait.
Oh, get it! Oh, all right.
That's a stick song. Come sail away.
That's what a 200 river rate would do for you.
Doesn't make you a bad person.
Never.
Doesn't make
Makes
you-
her still bowling. Unlike
Makes her still
everybody
bowling.
here
She's
talking.
200, I'm 210. That's fine.
It's all good. We'll just call her more accurate. No,
Listen, I'd take either of your games over mine. So
yeah, a fucking man. Because you just get right-handed.
no, I just want to throw it that smooth and good
There we go. Nuts sauce.
instead of
Good spare.
looking like a fucking broken clock.
Oh, storm!
410 out of there.
But the sun's shining.
We call those the windshield washer shot.
You got like the 50s
Little
Diners
wipers.
soundtrack going on. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm eating at Portland Diner, not watching bowling at Bayside Bowl. We went to Portland
Deep
Diner
cuts.
during PBA week. It was awesome. Wes Malott was there with us, and Timmy Mack. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Alex,
Oh, that was a great shot by Nut Sauce.
Get a body bag.
I go over, I go, who the fuck's playlist is this?
Oh,
He's like, what do you
storm.
want?
Portland Diner.
Not this.
Not this.
I go, now I watch Poison.
Something. Yeah, we need Slipknot.
Right.
Yeah, this shit is not good for bowling.
Hungus is over there.
Hungus is digging it.
On it.
I think.
Hungus has two jobs to do: good music and big players.
Oh, he switched it.
This is
Skip right past the 80s.
I
Griswold with the great shot.
Oh, he
Oh,
missed
wow.
the second. I think I would rather listen to what
All right.
we were listening to.
So let's raise that flag one more time. Scotty has a chance to step on his throat.
All right, Trent. So right now we have a Scotty 2 Huddy sitting on a 17-pin lead.
With a chance.
It's not too often you can go 7-2 and then actually increase the lead.
Right. He's got his vibe.
Ocean
Is he
vibe.
feeling the vibe?
Is this Atlantic, Pacific, or Indian Ocean?
Or
Oh.
that.
Or,
Oh,
yeah.
that is the chicken bucket with fries and a Coke.
Yeah, it is.
That's the whole
not
thing.
impressive.
That's
That
the
might
whole
actually
thing.
have a strawberry
But
shake.
no matter what, he
Might
has
be a
a
yeah.
two-pin
Yeah.
lead.
That is even right. Even if he goes 5-4,
That was like he got
5-4, 5-4, he can actually he could have a 6.
We did bowl game 2 with Scotty, and after the 9th frame, he had 158.
Yeah, right.
And I said, well, the bright spot is you're already plus 10.
Get 5.
Oh,
You're
nice
welcome.
spare.
I got you, Scotty.
Oh, we got another finger up on 5.
Oh, wow, wow.
Oh.
See one, play one. If you missed it, it's $5.
Two-hander, leaving a 5-pin.
How often do you see that? I bet you'll see it next week.
Oh, yeah.
A couple times. With maybe its buddies, the 7 and the 10.
Is Griswold showing up next week?
I don't think he signed up. Uh-oh.
Scotty
Scotty.
changed with the NB Tour Pearl.
Yeah, the old Tugger 310 right there. Oh.
Oh! Griswold killing the dreams of free beer waters.
Yeah, there goes the free beer.
Speaking of beer, Orono Brewing, another sponsor of our
Yes.
tournament series, every
Buck Bud and
Sunday,
I, right here.
Orono
Cheers.
Brewing,
Holstein.
$5 brews and seltzers every Sunday,
We
tournament
We have
Sundays.
not had a Splinter Orono Brewing shout out yet. He usually likes to give us one.
Yeah, he gave a squirt
get
nut
two,
sauce
Scotty.
on everything.
Oh.
Shout out.
Oh, that was
Oh,
dead
that's left.
Uh-oh. Mayday.
Oh, okay.
That's they're all together. That's really all that
That's the
matters. on that one.
Splinter.
The
3,
Splinter.
6,
That's
10.
right. The 3610 is a Splinter. That is correct.
Sounds like we have some kids in the building.
Did you hear? Were you watching the qualifying? The last block. We were watching the feed on the end pair, like 3 and 4 or whatever, and some kid was screaming to his daddy, 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 and the guys are like they couldn't even.
Oh! Lucky sauce.
Drop City.
There you go, homie. I got you. Well, that smells great. The food here is good. I mean, there's
Lucky
nothing bad on the
sauce.
menu. Sauce. We had stuffed crust over there going no thumb in game 4.
Wow.
That's how we got to that point. Left, hold. That's a whole lot of 8.
Wow.
That match is just a battle of attrition. Like Storm, after going 9-0, 9-0 in that lane, could make this and get back within 4. Like that is a wild match. Nutsauce right now up 15 on Griswold, leaves just a 2-pin, which is fine. She's going to throw the Vegas Sphere at it to make it. By the way, my teammate Viking went to the Raiders game in Allegiant and said it was awesome in Vegas. The stadium was great.
I've been to a hockey game in Vegas. That's awesome.
Oh, nice. Get it with the Vegas Sphere.
Great spare for nut sauce there.
Oh, I feel like I'm watching Guardians of the Galaxy. This song.
Yeah, the music choices are getting more and more interesting.
That in?
Went back to the vibe.
We have a strike.
Went back to
4-pin
the
lead.
vibe.
I mean, he used a 5 last time on that lane for the 5 count, but that one was just a way better shot. Way better shot. Griswold. Oh, 8-10 out of there. That was Lincoln style. Well, it fell this way. John Wilkes Booth ball on 6. Get that man a ticket to the Ford Theater, folks.
Going back to the vibe on 1.
Oh, he's going back in with that. He'll probably move left. Play that little fade.
Looks like he moved his eyes
Tried to.
left. Yeah.
He tried to. It's still picked up. Lane 1's on fire. But you got to make the makeable spares on that lane. That lane's tough.
Yeah.
So if you leave just a 6-pin, just make it. Yeah, it looked like he moved in trying to play that little fade like he was on 2, but it just picked up. Oh, look, you want to snap? We'll snap AJ together. Let's snap it.
Oh, Griswold going to go over the 24 seconds.
I'm going to send that to Avery, too.
Wow. That was it held, but wrapped the 10.
Deep 10.
Sandra LaChance checking in. You go, Mallory. Storm Vincent comes up heavy, leaving the 6-10. Storm settles back down, makes a spare, as does Griswold.
Yes. So in that match right now, we have Nutsauce right now is up 15 going into the 9th.
Just got to keep it clean without a 5 count or something.
Yeah, I mean, the best he can do is 212. She's on 217 pace right now. So, like you said, good count on each ball, cover the spares. She's in good shape.
It's a nice sandwich you got there. Is that a huge double?
It is. I didn't have many of them today.
Storm shimming one on lane 1. There's the grizzled veteran.
Storm moved left on 1, too.
Attaboy, Stormy. Look!
Yep.
Oh, that's okay. 9 is totally fine. She just needs good count spares. She goes 9 spare, 9 spare, 9. She's moving on. So
that one was just a tiny bit wide.
I was saying that her spare ball looks like the Vegas Sphere.
I can see that. I was thinking more like Sauron, but
yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, the Eye of Sauron would be. Oh, fade? Oh!
Where the fuck was that last game? Mr. 250.
You may run like Mays, but you hit like shit.
The old
Yo, Major
5,
League
8,
ball.
10.
Right? Good velocity.
You hit it. You can name it. How about
I'm
masturbator?
going to call this the masturbator.
All I know is it's.
I don't know,
see you
but that
later.
ball didn't stroke too well on lane 2.
Yeah,
The old 5, 8, 10.
that was the old Billy Squire ball. Come on, get 3. Oh! All right,
Well, that
so
changes
Scotty
that
now with 146. If he strikes out for 176, he's still going to force Storm to get the first strike in the 10. Nut sauce.
Oh, wow.
All right, that's fine. Nine spare here in 8 pins. That's all she needs. She's doing what she needs to do. Look, she hasn't thrown a strike since the 6th, but Griswold hasn't had a double since the 2nd and 3rd. So,
Right.
I mean, she's just staying clean. That's all you need to do right now. When they get tougher, you just leave the makeable stuff and then you make it. That's how it works. Griswold already thinking it's just putting stuff away.
Good spare. For
Right.
Nut
I
Sauce.
mean, this is far from over though. I mean, 8 pins. You got to get 8. Just throw a good shot. Trust your game. Trust what you're doing.
Scotty's definitely standing left.
Yeah, he moved again on that lane. Oh, that picked up even more.
Yeah, it did.
Wow.
Yeah, that did not even get
That thing
past the
hooked
arrows
like
before it hooked.
instantly. And I'll tell you, wow. So who had lane choice on that pair? Who had the choice of like starting order?
Scotty.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh! There's your first finalist. Nut Sauce is in the finals. Nothing like finishing with some nut sauce. And Scotty opened, so now that match, yeah, so Bessie 155 for Scotty out. Storm is going to move on. He's already in the one. I mean, he just needs pin count. I mean, he could throw 2 in the gutter, obviously, but just pin count's going to be enough for Storm. Griswold. So again, a nice top 4 finish for Griswold and Scotty, picking up some valuable Bowler of the Year points. And yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a fucking.
Oh.
Yeah, that's still plenty.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
Yep,
enough.
that's enough. Actually,
No,
yeah, that's enough.
58.
Yeah, 58 right now.
Oh, yeah.
We got Nesquik checking in. Let's go Nut Sauce. Sunny D
Yeah, I
checking
mean, I
in.
think it's going to be a
Got a
very
nut
pro
sauce?
nut
We
sauce
got
crowd.
a nut store.
We got a nut storm, he says.
Everyone's going to be wanting to squirt their nut sauce everywhere.
Oh, well, that's enough. Boy, that was a battle of attrition on 1 and 2, I'll tell you. 162 to 155. The other
All
match
right.
with a 215 to 200 win.
There we have it. I'm going to move the camera a little bit.
Hey, real quick,
just
just a
came
quick
and
shout
got
out
the
to
final
Joe
one, too.
Colcord. He's a
Dude,
true
that would be
fucking
ultimate
sportsman.
entertainment, that's for
Just
sure.
want you guys to know that.
So,
Joe Colcord is
do you
a
need
true
me to do
sportsman.
anything, Ding Dong? Are you going to go get cameras set up down lane, or are you?
Oh, shit. I forgot about those.
Or are we? Is that
I totally
a
forgot
little
about
too
them.
late? We don't have to worry about it if they want to get going. I didn't even think of it either until literally right now. So Mrs. Brady going to take her perch, coaching nuts. So after we had our conversation earlier, Putt-Putt, you weren't here for this one. So I want your opinion on this as well. Ding Dong and I gave our opinion on it. We were talking about it, and this isn't like a recent thing. This has been forever. Ball reps right behind the pit area, shot for shot with the pros while they're bowling. Basically, like they made a thing out of it during the last match play round. Ryan Barnes, they were talking about how he was lucky. It was good for him to have like Tim Mack and I can't remember the other ball rep's name right behind him. Shot every shot to kind of help calm him down, guide him, and stuff like that. How do you feel about professionals having a coach right down there in the area with them while they're competing? Do you think that should be allowed, or do you think like that it should be just up to the players once you get to it in a certain environment that it's the best in the world and they're going to be the best in the world probably no matter what? But what is your opinion on that subject matter?
As a golfer, golfers have caddies.
Okay.
I find it very interesting how the same ball rep could be giving advice to multiple people.
Multiple players, right? Yeah.
That I find interesting.
Yeah. Right, and
I mean, what happens if Tim Mack is like their ball coach and
Right, I
two
mean,
guys
that's
are in the finals?
Right. I mean, it happens all the time. You get a couple of Storm guys bowling each other, or like with us, a couple of Brunswick guys bowling each other. So I think in their eyes, they probably say, I'm going to try to do the best for each bowler to get them to bowl their best, and then it just comes down to which one executes better. But do you think that those reps and stuff should be allowed while they're bowling and competing? Because, I mean, not everyone has a rep, right? I mean, you get some guys that maybe aren't on staff or whatever bowling, and they're just kind of out there on their own.
How about you meet in the middle? Rep and talk during practice, but once the game starts.
And that was and that's what I said. I said I think between rounds, practice, all that stuff, I don't have any problem with the reps down in the area, helping out, changing services of balls that they usually do, giving the player advice. I think when competition's going on, I would like to see that scaled back so that they can watch from afar, but just not right in that area. So it kind of sounds like you're in that same boat.
Yeah,
but I mean, as a golfer, you have a caddy that's there with you.
If there was one person per bowler,
different story.
Then whatever.
And it doesn't
Like,
matter. Right.
If it's the same rep for two guys in the finals, that
Right.
just seems weird.
Right.
Just from my golf background.
And it, you also get that same situation. Sometimes you hear it like I watch a lot of Formula One. You have two drivers per team, and all of a sudden you'll get sometimes where they'll have one driver like, hey, we need you to slow the pace down a little bit. We basically want to get our guys to finish 1-2 here, or whatever. We need you to block instead of trying to go for the lead.
Right.
So that can be a little bit, and it kind of creates friction for the drivers too. You know what I mean? And I wonder if that ever happens in bowling, where maybe a player says, maybe I'm not getting the best advice because all of a sudden the other staff I'm bowling against is like front seven and running me over. You know what I mean? I wonder if that animosity ever happens. I don't know. I mean, I'm just curious. I like to. All right, so the players are practicing. Ding Dong's getting cameras out for the players for the finals, so we'll just have them hold up after practice before they start so we can get everything set up. So they got 20 more seconds of practice, so they'll probably each get one more shot. So we're just talking about different things today. I mean, that was one of the things that I just happened to. I was watching the Bowl TV coverage yesterday, and they made a kind of point about, where Ryan was like, he was fortunate to have those guys standing behind him. But I mean, not everyone has that, right? So,
and you could say even in qualifying, it's like, your ball rep might be on lane 36, and you're on lane 10. Wants some help, and you're
there's no one there, right? Right.
So who gets the help when?
Right.
Down the lane.
All right, there's the pin cam right there. So we're gonna have him bring that up. That looks pretty good right there. Like, level it off a little, Ding Dong. Level her off. Bring her back a little. Tip her. You gotta tip her a little. It's tipped. It's tipped. No, they'll be all set. There we go. You're good. Do we have just the pin cam today? Or do we?
This one was acting up, but I think I fixed it, so he might be able to throw the approach cam on there.
All right, just pin cam?
Sure.
Is that what we're going with today? Pin cam only? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll go with the pin cam. Pin cam's good. That's fine. We can just go with the pin cam. Looks like they want to get into it, so we're good. We got the pin cam up. Yeah, good adjustment on that. It was just a little tipsy at first, like a little bit sideways, but you nailed it. So.
Levi, we'll give you an ice mocha here in a minute.
Don't interrupt.
What's up, brother? What's going on, homie?
That's coming.
Commentary's going good. We were just talking about PBA Tour and how reps are allowed right behind the players and how different people feel about that.
Pro action going here, huh? Also, like Ding Dong, just different shit on
That's sauce firing away. That's a good ball. Oh, that didn't really wrinkle though. That didn't really wrinkle. Who wants some nut sauce action?
Is it too late to sneak this down there?
Oh boy, she's gonna have a big bar tab if she misses this one.
Is it too late to sneak this down?
I would. We can ask them after Storm Bowls if they're fine with it. Or we can just go with the pin cam. That's fine. That one's working great. So that's.
I didn't think of that.
I didn't either until literally we were like getting ready to go for the finals. And that's fine. We're good. We got the pin cam today. Pin cam's great. I can put my hand down now. I can hear you.
All right, here we go. Storm of Vincent coming up.
All right, we're going to give you the action coming right through the pins here in a few seconds. Here it comes. Oh, nice shot by Storm. So dead even after one. Storm can take a 10-pin lead if he doubles up on lane 3.
So, Mama D checking in. I think players who have wraps earn them. They should be able to give advice throughout the entire competition, in her opinion.
Yeah, and that's why we're asking people for their opinions. You know, that's everyone has a different opinion on the subject. I have no problem with like practice sessions all the way up until competition starts, but I just always felt it should be up to just the players and players only during competition. But again, everyone looks at it differently.
So, Sunny D checking in. The pin cam is greater than the approach cam.
I do love the pin cam. The approach cam is great, though. I like looking at the players, like when you go back and watch video and you want to see how these people post shots and how their release is, you can go back and watch it later and look at that approach cam and see that front view really nicely.
Storm to Vincent going at this.
Oh, good try. All right, so Storm now 28 after 2, now falls in a 12-pin hole real quick against Nutsauce.
Nutsauce stepping up here on lane 4.
Yes, she is.
Let's see if we can get you a little closer to her.
Little zoomer action here. There we go. Ooh, get up, ball. Get up a little.
Oh, look at that pin action. We still had a pin. Oh, they're still moving on the deck.
Still moving. That's right, it's down. It's all that matters. That's a big time.
So, Sunny checking in, saying Nutsauce 207 to Storm's 189.
Yeah, we forgot to give predictions.
So I was trying to ask you earlier if you had seen the Bowler's Journal.
Yes, I have seen
it. It shows the big time as the biggest ball available right now. There's one other ball that was 64.5.
That one's bigger, the biggest one.
And there was 2 balls. I can't remember what the second one was, but they were both 64.5, and the big time was listed. It was listed as bigger than like even the biggest store ball.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, which was listed at 63.
Wow, nice. Yeah. Well,
So-
there you go. Big time SC. You can order that now from Bowler Village Sports Shop.
Absolutely. Obviously, Nutsauce loves her. She gets use out of it all the time.
That will be going out on tour with her, I am sure.
Definitely.
At least one of those. There's the old high fade for Storm.
Oh,
He plays that
wow.
as good as anyone.
You saw that go through the pins.
That was awesome. That was a great shot. Absolutely great shot there by Storm. So, again, he is down 22 after 3. I'm not 100% sure what he's using for a ball.
Storm
Griswold.
wearing the Storm shirt.
Do you have any idea what he's using for a ball? Oh, okay. Thank you. TNT infused. I knew you would know. You Storm guys know your equipment.
Oh, that one kind of backed up to the hole, but didn't go through the pins.
Yeah.
Grindem Gaskill checking in. Thanks, guys. Hit the road to get home before the kickoff. We will see you next week.
I don't know.
Absolutely, we will see you next week for No Wood Left Behind, our third event in the FDDS season this year, featuring the I Can't Drive 55 oil pattern. And the reason we call it that, 55.4 mils.
Yeah, so I put the when we I put the original hints out. Sammy Hagar was on there, obviously the song, the I Can't Drive 55. I had number 39. I had Dominic Hasek up there, and that was his number. The hockey player was 39 for the length of the pattern. And I had icicles because we have the end of the pattern between 34 and 39. We have those different zones that look like icicles hanging out. So that was the different hints. Oh,
that's
Jim!
Oh!
Shim Dog! Sauce putting that shit on everything.
Gotta go Mel Gibson on that. I have to change down and in for life to up and in for life.
Up, right?
Yeah, so I'm hoping that we won't have as many out of ranges and stuff that people are thinking, because I had Greg slow down the cleaner through the back, and I had him double clean the decks for that tournament, built into that pattern. So hopefully the machine will. Hopefully the machine will help us not have those problems.
Sauce.
Nut Sauce firing up the grill.
Yeah, so she is got a commanding lead right now. She is actually up 42 on Storm after just 4.5 frames. Oh, that's right. That's way right.
Oh, it
came back,
recovered,
left us a
but
7-pin.
Little weak.
Maybe she likes the 70s slow jams more than
She's
she
into
thought.
it, you know. That's she's gonna get one of those mixtape, awesome volume mixtape, volume 1 or something.
Amadee saying out of range pins this week were brutal. We did see some this week.
This sounds like it's road trip radio or something like on XM, doesn't it? Kind of have that vibe to it.
That has commercials though, doesn't it?
On XM? Really?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Pretty sure.
I didn't think. Well, I know like some of the regular FM stations on there do, but I didn't realize that one did. I don't know. I don't really listen to it, so.
Well, it's not like commercials, but it's
like advertisements for the station or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, grind them. Well, you got a prediction for the score tonight on the game? For the football game, right? Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice shot.
I was way off on the Kansas City-Miami game last night. I did nail. I said Houston was going to win over Cleveland. I had that one. I was not worried about at all. I think Houston's got a shot to go all the way in the AFC, but really, can their defense play good enough? Their offense is pretty good.
All right, so Nut Sauce.
But no one's probably beating
on
Baltimore.
4.
Baltimore is impressive this year.
Working on that 4-bagger.
Oh yeah, right in the shim. All right, that's fine. That's fine. She'll take that. She makes a spare. She will have her 42-pin lead through 6.
So Brandon Knight checking in. All I know is my Chiefs won.
No, yeah, Brandon and I were talking. I was just giving you a hard time last night about your Chiefs. I mean, listen, Mahomes should have been made to come out of that game with a broken helmet, and then or use a timeout, or get a delay a game penalty. But you know, hey, it is what it is. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Gaskill, sorry, Nick Bolin checking in too, but Gaskill checking in over on the Rams game, ship it. And then
Who you got
Nick
winning?
Bolin,
Who you got winning,
Knight
though?
is a douche.
He
does
got
it
the
in
Lions
a
or Rams?
lovely
I kind of like the Rams
saying.
in that game. I kind of like the Rams over Detroit. I don't know.
Detroit never make
Detroit.
it this deep.
I mean, McVay got rid of Goff for a reason.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Brandon,
You might
love
know all
you
the
too, Nick
skeletons
Bolin.
there.
Right.
The match that's happening here, that
shimming
means
it
anything.
again.
Is a Nut
Get it
Sauce
out of
Storm
there!
Match. Oh!
Wow. Out of the two pins that were going to fall, I thought it would have been the other one.
Almost leaves the Zen Turtle, gets the 5 out though.
What did Gasco say? Rams
Gaskill,
34-24.
yeah.
I like that. I
Got
like
the
that. I'm in
Rams
for that.
10 over.
Cover the spread. I like it. Actually, the Lions must be favored in that one, I'm guessing.
It's 3.
3 points? Oh, you take the Rams in the 3 all day. Actually, I take the Rams on the money line. You kidding me? They don't even need the.
Don't need the juice.
No, you don't. I think they're going to win anyway. I trust the Lions like a fart after Mexican Tuesday on Wednesday.
Nut Sauce hammering down the 7-pin there.
Hammer down. Great start for Nut Sauce. 9 spare, 4-bagger, 9 spare, 9 spare. That's how you want to start a championship match.
Absolutely. Storm is not out of it yet, though.
Oh, no. He's a king of the comebacks here, you know. He might be down right now, but he can cut into that lead. He can cut it to 31.
Oh,
There's 31.
wow.
Went from 42 to 31. He can make it 21 with a 3-bagger here.
So, Mama D checking in on something we talked about earlier. She says, I can't believe the 0 rule on the 24-second clock. Has this actually been an issue that requires such a drastic outcome? Who makes these rules?
Well, the PBA makes these rules, and I don't know if it's a committee or if it's Tom Clark or what, but yeah, so it's just for TV. If you're going to violate the clock.
TV thing.
Yeah, and I mean, probably just to save time because maybe they're running over on shows or who knows, but no warning. Did they change it to a warning first?
Was on full TV.
So he said warning and then 0?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
because
Storm.
the original
Starts when you
puts that
start
shit
your
on
process.
everything.
So it's like you have to start your process.
Well, someone like Trooper Belmo, who's got a bunch of cash in the bank, might be willing to say, "All right, I'll take the money penalty for the time."
Well, that's on the
0.
full TV broadcast. He said that's why they changed it, is because
guys were just saying, like, I'll just take the money.
Guys,
Right.
yeah,
They didn't care.
And he's like, now
yeah.
it's like, oh, you lose.
If you're gonna make 250,000, what's $2,000?
Right.
It's going to be crazy if the first person that loses to an open caused by a shot clock.
Oh, shim him. Oh, yeah!
Sim Dog millionaire on that one.
Ball return.
Ball return. It's like 40 seconds till he throws the ball.
Yeah.
The baseball guys seem to figure it out, so these guys will too.
They should
Right.
be able to. I mean, baseball figured out with the pitch clock and all that. So, I mean,
Yeah, he did say
Mama D checking in. Well, that's a little better. Yeah.
the most impressive thing in sports is watching the 2-second pit change in a Formula One race. Where it's like 2.4 seconds for these guys to change 4 tires. 31 pin lead again. That right there, folks. That is some championship medal right there. That is some championship medal.
Huge double. Mama D checking in. Nice shot, Mel.
This match isn't over though, folks. She's up 31, but Storm can go off the sheet for 237, and right now she's at 237 pace. So, by the way, if she goes 9 spare strikeouts, they could. If he strikes out, they could actually tie. But he cannot miss again, or this match is over.
Oh, and he gets another one. What a great shot.
Cannot miss. Back to a 21 pin lead.
Yeah.
Storm fires up the grill.
Yeah, so pin count for him is huge. The double's big, but pin count on the double is massive if he gets the double.
Well, you got to get 1 before you can get 2.
That's right. But, just me thinking ahead, not being the bowler.
Right.
2 and 8 is drastic difference.
You will do anything for a tie, won't you?
I will do anything for a tie right now. I want a tie so bad. There is no better thing in sports than a roll-off, than a 1-ball roll-off.
And the ball's away.
That's a
Get
good
up.
ball.
Oh! Storm DeVinton!
He's going to
Yahtzee!
See, that's good concentration by Nutsauce. Her stepping up there, not realizing what frame it was, tells me she's just in the moment, not realizing he's in the tent. That's a good sign. That means that she is focused on the task at hand. I like that. Absolutely. Strikes for a mark. That's 100% accurate.
This one's huge. As huge as the last 2 were, this one is the one.
Here we go, folks. This is what's going to make it real interesting if he gets this one. Very methodical, taking his time.
True champion, Storm DeVinton.
That is a pretty good ball, folks.
Oh! Gets the late hit on the 10.
Did someone say crack open an Orono Brewing 6-pack? Frankie just did.
That was impressive. What a match.
I know, that's what I want. I want so bad. So badly I want this to happen.
What is Nutsauce?
So if he
Depends on what he
strikes,
gets.
it really depends on him. Strike for him, 9 spare strike for her means time. So if he strikes, she needs to strike on the first ball to win it.
Okay.
Here we go. Ball's away.
That was left.
That's in.
That is huge, though. That pin falling off is huge.
That was is crazy.
He
And
almost pushed that into a 7-10.
I'm so glad we had the pin cam for that. That was crazy.
So 9 spare 9 wins. And
Yeah, 9 spare.
no,
9 spare 9's a tie.
9
Nine
spare
spare
strike.
strike
Nine spare
A
9
strike on the first ball is a win, no matter
Or
what.
an
It's over.
8 spare strike.
8 spare strikes a tie. Anything less than 8 on this ball, Storm wins.
All right, here we go. Ball's away.
Oh, that's
wide.
right. That's right. That's right.
Snipes the 10 pin out of there.
Splitting the rack, folks.
Nut sauce. What a shot. What a fucking shot.
That was, wow, what a great pressure shot. Getting that rack to just blow apart.
Oh, that was so
Unbelievable.
awesome.
Now just keep it on the lane, do your thing.
Looks
That's
good
a
enough.
winner, folks. That's a winner. Nut Sauce, second title of the season, her first Carl's title. And now she is just a missed match play away from getting a title in all 3 series, which is very rare air. There's only a couple bowlers in that air. So.
Right, and only one missed event per year now. So.
Correct, just the match play. So, which is a hard tournament to win, folks. But what a great
Nut
bowling
Sauce.
by Storm DeVincent and Nut Sauce. 247 to 236. What an impressive title match. Who could have predicted that after seeing how the scores were going in the semifinals?
Right.
We get to 3 and 4, and they just light it up. What
Absolutely.
a great match.
So, Mama D checking in. Congratulations. Mallory Clark. Scott checking in. Congratulations,
What a
Mal.
match.
Gil checking in. Congrats, Mal. Great bowling. Absolutely. Joe Hardy checking in. Hell yeah.
Great bowling,
Mallory.
Storm. Nice job today, buddy.
Trevor checking in.
Way to make her get it.
Congratulations.
Oh, really? Nice. That works. That was impressive. That was a great game.
Yeah, great bowling today by
But
Storm
Nut
DeVincent.
Sauce is going to be the one coming in the booth for her interview. Putt, it was awesome to have you in the booth with us.
Yes,
The
thank you
finals.
so
That
much,
was so much
Putt.
fun. Love having Putt here with us. One of the great people you'll ever meet. And early congratulations to him on their baby, which will be coming very shortly.
Yeah.
I am
very
hoping for
shortly,
a
apparently.
March 3rd delivery date, so it's on Avery's birthday, but I'm just selfish.
Well, that's quite a ways out, so.
It is.
Oh, they're pouring in now.
Oh, yeah, everyone's pouring. I love it.
Congrats, Nate. Nut Sauce. We got Couch checking in. Nesquik, Brandon Knight, Sandra LaChance, everyone checking in.
Love it. Inigo checked in. I love it.
We got him earlier.
All right, guys. Hey, drive safe home, okay, guys? Drive safe, okay?
Great showing for Nut Sauce there.
Did you end up being out? I didn't even look. Oh, God, way off. So for the first 2, I was actually +2. I was in 6th place. I went -124 on that side of the building. We did the opposite thing. I was -85 after 2, and I was 55 in the last 2.
So we'll get
I wish brackets would have been a lot better.
So we'll get Nut Sauce up here in the booth and to have her champions interview.
Right.
And here we go.
Then you light them up. Right. Oh, wait a minute. Let's get her in here.
Let's get her.
Champions interview.
Hi.
Now, 2-time champion this season after not. You were talking about, I need to get into the TLC.
I know.
Now,
She tied me. That's 2 tournaments.
right. So 4 tournaments in one household.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
Yeah, but I get to bowl it now. That's what matters.
congratulations on your
Thank you.
second title of the season, your first Carl's
On
title.
another long pattern.
Another long pattern.
Yeah.
So you are becoming the
2
long
longs
the
in a
person
row.
to beat on the long pattern. So.
I did mention that earlier,
Did
that
you?
that's not normally what you used to like. But
No.
now that's 2 long patterns.
Mrs. Brady actually said when I was on 1 and 2, when I was like way left on 1, because obviously 1
Yeah.
is significantly
Yeah.
hook smart.
For sure.
She goes, Tommy Guns came over and goes, when did she learn how to play over there?
Right?
Yeah.
And you did
It's
it
so impressive.
wonderfully.
It was so
I
impressive.
saw you pull several 4 pins forward. Obviously, you're right in the right part of the lane. Your misses were getting some nice either, like mixers or pulling that 4 pin forward, and then your great shots. We're just
Well, you were just
absolutely
flushing
just
them.
going
So
through
good.
the pins.
Such good shots.
Beautiful. We had a great look all day, and
I think surviving 1 and 2 was like the biggest thing because one was like significantly more than
that's
2.
what we
Like,
saw, from all players. For sure,
yeah.
And it was pretty impressive because you had 2 games in a row where you had to finish on lane 1.
Yeah.
And then you tripped the 4 on lane 1 both times, and to basically walk up the map.
Yeah.
It was so impressive.
A lot
That
of
lane
trip
is
4s.
such a tricky lane to navigate,
it
as we
is.
saw with the Scotty and Storm match.
Oh, awesome! Congratulations. I don't know who that is. Okay.
That's right. Well, that's right. They made money, so that's good.
Oh,
that's $1.
$1.
It's $1. It's okay. So big time SE.
Yes.
That ball was very impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, you threw it great. So
Erica, like, I
was like, should I take it? And you moved your hand.
let's see. I think I tried my extreme envy to start. Didn't look great. And then towards the end of the game, I was like, you know what, we'll just try the big time and see what happens. And it was great.
Yeah,
and I just
amazing.
moved with that one all day. I threw the self curl a few times just to see.
Yeah.
It was just like a hair too long. And I didn't dare make that move left to give it a little more room because I'm like, if I do float it to the right at all, it's not going to come back. So,
Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. So, well, that was incredible. So, we got a tournament next Sunday.
We do.
A lot more oil.
Yeah.
And are you excited for that 55 mil event, or are you something different?
I don't know.
Guess what? You're now the master of playing it close to the headpin. So guess what?
I know.
That should be nothing for you now.
It should
like,
be
you know
fine.
what? No, I'm the one to beat.
She'll use that big time SE because she's been loving that on everything.
I'm going to guess that ball's going out the tour with you.
That ball and probably a couple more just like it. So.
Yeah, that's what I said. At least one. I said
There'll
probably
be at least
more than
2
one.
probably.
Yeah. So,
I like that ball a lot.
so congratulations. Second title of the season. And you know what that's called?
It is. Yes. I didn't even think of that. Yes, streak extender.
So congratulations to Nut Sauce. Any shout
Also,
outs you want to give?
your wife is big shout out to Mrs. Brady. She has to sit with me at all tournaments now.
Yeah,
once
like
I
this is
make
the thing now. I
This
mentioned
is
that. I said Mrs. Brady going for the same strategy as last time.
I know. I'm gonna have to kidnap her and take her on tour with me.
Right, just take her on, that's
like this
fine.
is my emotional support.
I'll stay
friend.
home with the dogs. Don't worry, we got this. So,
Oh my
any
gosh.
shout outs, any sponsors you want to give while you're on camera?
Shout out to Hammer Ultimate, Brands of Brunswick, Grand Real Estate Management, DJ Asia, Bayside Bowl, new sponsor Elite Flooring. Thank you, Dan.
They were watching. By the
Yeah,
way, so.
I got my text from Dan to get it together. So I told him that's when I started striking up into. I told him I need my pep talk from him. So
There you go.
And then EFX actually made these awesome shirts
Those
for
are,
us.
I love them.
Our
They're
Lewis
great.
Armstrong
Yeah, they came out
jerseys.
great. So.
We just got them the other day, so I was pretty excited to wear mine today, and then winning it was even better.
Went
so.
for 1-for-1 in that jersey.
Yeah,
so.
you're
Awesome.
right.
All right, congratulations,
Thank
two-time
you.
champion. Now you're just a
Thank
mismatch
you.
play away from the triple, getting them all the series. So,
Right.
there you go.
Man, I was won it once too.
You're close.
So close. So
We're
close.
pulling better and better, and we're happy to see it.
Absolutely, it was awesome. Great to watch. So,
Thank you, guys.
congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that is Nut Sauce, everyone, on her second title of the season.
Big win. Next week, you'll have a chance for another one.
Oh,
Chance for a repeat. Chance for a repeat.
So much oil, though.
That's right.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right. We're going to let you go. Congratulations. And,
Thank you.
there you go. There you have it.
They have
There's your
folks.
champion.
Yeah.
Full field today. It was great. Some good action in the finals, close matches, low-scoring matches, high-scoring matches. We had it all tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And, big shout out to Nut Sauce.
Oh, yeah.
You could see
It was
how much
unbelievable.
her game has come along in the last few years. Her first year on the PWBA tour, she has certainly grown after that, and it's continued to grow more and more. And to see her have success on a couple long patterns, which she normally used to hate, anything that she had to get away from the gutter, she used to hate absolutely. So to see her have success on those,
I know
is
it's
amazing.
it's fun. It's fun to watch, and that growth of a player, and she's got a lot of confidence going in, a lot of ability, and it's just huge. So we love seeing that. And you know what? You know who doesn't like seeing it's the rest of the field, because now you got someone that comes in every time and they're a threat to win every time they step out the lane. So
Right, because she's still going to be able to perform on the short stuff.
Okay.
She likes to play the gutter still. That's not gone away.
right. I mean, she can play that. Now she can play in. She's a threat
adding
anytime
tools
that,
to the
that she's
toolbox.
on the lane. So
Yeah.
So congratulations to Nut Sauce. So thank you everyone for tuning in. We love the comments. We love the back and forth today with everyone as always. And we go all over the place. We talk bowling, we get outside of bowling, we do a little bit of everything. We're here for amateur bowlers, for the bowlers. So thank you, Ding Dong, for everything that you do.
Yeah,
and,
thank you,
appreciate
Frankie.
it. And we'll see you guys next Sunday for the No Wood Left Behind tournament. Right now we're full with a couple on the waiting list, but get on the waiting list. There's only a few names on there. Email us at thefrankieanddingdongshow@gmail.com, and we'll get you on the waiting list. And if anyone drops out, you will get a notification ASAP.
Yeah, you will want to try to get on the waiting list because
Absolutely.
This will be on an oil pattern that is unlike anything you've ever bowled on. We say that every month, but I promise you that is again this month. And it could just very well be the future of bowling.
Could be. You never know.
You never know.
We like to try to be trendsetters around here, so let's do it again.
So, for Frankie Avalon, I am King Ding Dong. For all the sponsors, Brunswick Bowling, Bowler Builders Pro Shop, Bayside Bowl, Ripped Apparel, big shout out to all you guys. Thank you guys so much. And thank you guys at home for watching us. I am King Ding Dong. This is Frankie Avalon. This is the Frankie and Ding Dong Show.
Right on.
Have a great day, everyone.